What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys, and today I have a review of the Soul of Chogokin GX-72 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Megazord. Happy Power Rangers Day, folks. Or belated. I am unsure of when this is going up. It was supposed to go up sometime tonight, and I'm a little behind on it. I've actually filmed later scenes of the video already, so I'm a little out of order in filming too. But here we are at the start of the actual video, and we got the Soul of Chogokin Zords here. I won't be able to compare them to the legacy versions. I do have the black and gold, and we will do a comparison with the fully formed Megazord a little bit later. You know, size comparison, nothing crazy. But I won't be doing like a full comparison with these guys or with those guys, because I actually don't have the legacy normal color one. Now, we are going to take a look at these individual Zords. And I got these because, well, I got these because I love Power Rangers. But I waited, you know, to do this. I did not know today was going to be Power Rangers Day. It is the 25th anniversary, I believe. 25th, that sound right? And I honestly just never got a chance to review this. I, you know, played around with it very little when it first came out, and I wasn't enamored with it. And I kind of moved on at that point. So yeah, now between the anniversary and the release of this guy, we got the Dragon Zord here. We'll do a size comparison right now. That's how the Dragon Zord stacks up. He's a little big, in my opinion. As far as being in scale with these guys, I always figured those two guys were a little more in scale with each other. But yeah, finally got this guy over the weekend. Got him from Muteki Sales, which is where I got the Megazord as well. And you can get items from them if you follow the link down below. It's always down below. Great guys, great shop, highly recommend them. Okay, so let's take a look at these individual Zords, which, spoiler alert, this is my favorite mode. I honestly like these guys like this more than anything. So let's take a look at Triceratops to start here. And they're just very charming. Really nice look to him. Really like it. It's really clean. I like the design work here. White and the black. The eyes are painted nicely. His horns have a nice, you know, like chrome look to him. The front of him looks good. The horn, it's all done well. Very nicely done. These legs here, wheel tank legs, are supposed to stay out. You got some nice vents there, some nice design work in here. The tail has little guns on there, and that looks cool. I really dig that. As far as articulation on this guy, the tail does move, as well as the guns. The head moves, could go side to side as well. These things keep popping together, but that's fine. You're gonna need them to pop anyway. No movement there. Again, the neck can move. The mouth does open, but this is like really a hard one to open in my opinion. It's supposed to like, there we go. That wasn't so bad. It's been way harder. So that's how he looked with the mouth open. So, but overall, you know, Triceratops is always one. He's a little tank, you know, like he doesn't have like a ton of articulation and whatnot. He does have one cool gimmick though. His horns come out, with you know, and he has a chain shooting out, which is nice. And it's really easy to put back in. Put. I am Canadian now. So there you go. I think that's pretty cool. Really nice. Looks good. Nice little gimmick. It's neat, and it's rather charming. And that's the theme here. These guys are really charming in this mode. I really do like it. Now, Saber-Tooth Tiger here, he's not as articulated as, say, he's not as articulated as, say, these guys here. a little mishap there where my camera fell over. This is the not so Chogokin Fantasy Jewel version, but it's basically the same thing. These have a ton of articulation, so you can see how one of these dudes stack up as far as, you know, how big they are. So there you go. But spoiler alert, Voltron is actually bigger than the combined mode, even though individually they're probably smaller. But Saber-Tooth Tiger, the one thing I'll say is it's got a couple of different shades of yellow. You know, that might distract you. I'm not sure if that's accurate. I don't think it is. But there you have it, you know, from the head to the body. You got some nice red here, and blue and black, some nice silver, some faux wheels, the front and the back. Should be closed there. So it looks good though, you know. Mouth opens. Do articulation too. The teeth look good. And the head has some nice movement to it. This whole piece can move back and front here. What is that? That's some dust in there. So the head moves up and down. The tail moves. The legs move outwards here. I mean back and forth. No outward motion actually. The legs, back legs work like that. Feet on a hinge, same here. These move back and front at the elbow. And nice click joints there. So that's pretty cool. It's got a nice look to it. I think it looks rather neat. So pretty awesome. Die cast on this, and I should do this here because I know I don't do it later. Spoiler. Die cast here. Like all of these guys, I believe have a little bit of die cast each. Here is the only part I could feel on him that feels die cast. This part right here. Now going back to this dude, same deal. This piece here feels cold. I'm not 100% sure it's die cast. It feels cold, but yeah, I think it is. So yeah, there you go. That's definitely got die cast. So some joints in there are die cast. Let's look at the Mastodon. As far as die cast with him, back legs, all die cast here. Sculpted well. I like those. The front legs are not. These parts here, die cast. It's cool. I think that might be it on him. Yeah, seems that way. So Mastodon, looking good. I really like it. I really now this color separation is cooler. I like how this is kind of pearlescent, and this is like a nice jet black. You know, all the design work on all of these guys are really, really nice. Dig it. And the head sculpt looks really cool as well. I really like his tusk, nice chrome. His nose. I say this later too. Oh my god. His trunk here is articulated, which is cool. Some nice joints in there. As you can see, his head can go up, and the legs can go back and bend at the knee. Because this guy, you know, comes apart and folds around the Megazord later, he seems a little loose, but he's not so bad. He looks really good, I think. I really like this one a lot. Again, charming. Now, my least favorite probably is the Pterodactyl. I mean, it always is. It's very much lacking. It always, I mean, there's not much you could do with it. Head looks like a little jet, and it looks alright with the pink in there with the red eyes, white. It's fine for what it is. This is die cast here, so that's cool. It's got little blaster feet. They easily come off. The blue there looks good. That's all nice. Wings are decent. You got some more pink back here, so that's pretty cool. The head, as you can see, articulates, as well as the wings. And these move, but you know, they just come off the blasters. So I mean, there's not much to say about this one. It is what it is. Again, not my favorite, but this dude, T-Rex, is like one of my all-time favorite Zords of all of Power Rangers. Just love him. He came out awesome. I was hoping that this would be the case, and it is, and you know, most likely these guys are gonna stay in this mode for real. Or they might stay in tank mode, which looks like a mess, but I don't have anything in tank mode, and they kind of pull it off well. His mouth opens, as you can see, reveals the little blasters. His teeth are sculpted well. I like his blue eyes and the top of his head. You know, you'll see the Megazord helmet starting to form back there. Looks good. I like his back. He's got some little thrusters there that look nice. It's sculpted all well. All of this stuff looks good. You know, that's very nice design work. The tail is nicely done. It's articulated, which is cool. I mean, you can even unclip it if you want, but I wouldn't do that. Clip. You got this, which you can just leave like that. You know, it looks like an articulation point. So you got some nice articulation there. His legs, you have a swivel. You got the legs here at the thigh, they move in and out. The knee moves. It kind of looks like gears moving in there, the way that looks, which is kind of cool. And then the foot moves back and forth, which is cool. I dig that. Arms come out a little bit. Fold at the elbow. The finger, little finger here is articulated. Or the thumb. So the mouth. And there you go. And his waist. And it just looks great. I like the green in the middle there. That's cool. That looks really good. It's just a really nice representation of the T-Rex Zord. It's really nicely done. I just really like it. It's definitely my favorite thing of this whole set is the way the T-Rex Zord is done. But overall, I think these guys just look really good in their Zord mode. I'm just very, very happy with them at this point. But let's do some size comparisons just to show you. We'll show you this guy again, just to put him in there, because he's in my way of who I really want to get. And that is the Super Robot Chogokin Megazord. This one does not transform, so you can see how small that figure is. And we have a Voltron Lion, Black Lion. That's from the die-cast Trendmaster set. And we have another lion here who's stuck on my wire with a Liger, or Sami Liger from Zoids Aggressive. And to show you a more regular figure, here is Falcon. So there you go. All right, so let's start getting these guys prepped. We're gonna do the battle tank mode. I believe it's called the battle tank mode, if I remember correctly. Attack tank mode. Attack tank mode. I like battle tank mode. How about that? So press these in. Bring this down. Push that down. I think that might be it. Okay, this is supposed to stay up like this, so now you bring it down. Make sure his mouth is closed. Make sure his head is down. He's pretty much ready. Saber-Tooth Tiger, close his mouth, bring his head down, flip his teeth up, and now these, I believe they're just going to be outstretched like that. And these, you're going to bring them in. The foot is going to go sticking in there. So then you see the faux wheels there. Not four wheels, faux wheels. Now we'll go down like that. I believe that's how it goes. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Let's get this guy ready if I can remember how to do it. Let's see. Let's get this guy ready. This one. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, I'll take these off before I forget to show you. His chest opens up, and these can store in here should you not want to use them. And since they're such a, you know, integral part of the Dragon Lord, this is actually most welcome. So you can do that. But we are going to need that. So, and it's not easy to open. Get it from the sides. All right, let's lift that up a little bit. And his arm fell off. Okay, so get that out of there. We will need those. Now, for this dude, what we need to do is mostly bring these down, flip that up, and those need to come out. These are die cast. Oh, did we do the diecast content on him? Got him at the feet, got him out there, right? Obviously. And I believe, is it bottom part, front part, this part? No. That might be it. Maybe here? I'm not feeling. Down here, nothing. The tip? This actually does feel cold. The feet, definitely. So, this is what it is. Maybe not too much. So these legs actually slide out a little bit. You see that? Just ever so slightly. And then to make sure, see, there's kind of like a faux wheel here too. This doesn't go all the way down like this. This you want back up actually. So it's gonna do kind of one of these. Put the arms back. You want those down enough so it could. Like it was. I was right the first time. There you go. These move out as well. See that? And now this guy, we will attach to this like so. This dude is. Actually, we don't need that one just yet because we need this. I'll take off the head. And now we're going to lift up these back parts here, which I really like. I like this part here. I like how it covers everything. It's just cool. Something like that. Flip, flip, flip. That's not right. That's not right. This has got to flip all the way up first. And now we're going to do that. Hey. Hey. The back legs are going to come out like so. The whole piece is going to flap out. And these are going to come up like that, and it's going to get mounted to his back like this. There's clips down at the bottom here, and the other clips right here. And clips on the side that are gonna get clipped into here in a bit. So first you wanna make sure that's clipped in, and then do that, do this. This is gonna open slightly, not fully, so you take out that part, and this chest part here, not the chest part, but the yellow on this chest, it's gonna open up a little bit there, and that's gonna go in that hole there, but it's not the easiest part of this. See that? That tends to happen, at least for me. There we go. So we got that going on. These are up. And last thing we want to do, of course, is pop in the cannons. And all form the cannons. And, yep. Oh, no. The last part. We got little clips here on the Mastodon's feet that gotta come out. There we go, there's one, and there's two. And these little holes here. This isn't, I don't really like this one either. Like, when I was playing around with it earlier, it didn't want to stay well. For whatever reason. Stay down. Come on. Alright, well, let's cut out. Alright, here it is. Attack tank mode, battle tank, whatever. Tank mode. Whatever it is. It's a mess. It's always been a mess. I have never liked this. I've never understood what the need for this was. I guess to wear down your opponent a little bit, blast the opponent. It's kind of a big mess. Oh, so there you go. It's something. It's a whole lot of floppy something. I mean, you could raise the arms here and make him shoot, and I don't know. I mean, there's part of me that's tempted to keeping this way just because, yeah. Because as much as I think this is a mess, I honestly like this better than Megazord mode in a lot of ways. And it just looks so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Yeah. Okay. I've had enough of this mode. Let's start getting this dude ready, shall we? Let's take off the bird. Let's get the bird ready here. The bird. Pterodactyl. Flip down his head. Her head. Whatever. There you go. Take the cannons out. Now you can take these little clips. Lots of little clips here. I'm actually kind of worried about the longevity of this piece just because all these little clips are gonna wear down and be non-existent soon, and that's kind of sad. Let's take off this, close that. This just want to pick that out, you know, so it's ready to go as your shield. Yeah, no, and flip this down like so. There you go. You'll have your mastodon shield, mammoth shield, ready to roll. Now, the cool part here is it's kind of like the show, which I find interesting. Let's flip up the tail. Now, the tail you got to unclip from his butt there, and then flip this up. You want to flip that down so it's kind of flat. And then there's a clip here that's going to clip up there. Oh, actually, was that supposed to be clipped? No, that was right. Okay. So, with the legs, now flip these parts up on the Saber-Tooth Tiger. Flip up Triceratops head. Oh, that came out. These tend to come out a little bit easy. It's not going to be easy to do from this way, so we'll fix that up in a bit. And now, with these legs, you're gonna. It's a little tight. I actually found it easier to do. I'll push these back in. This time it wasn't so bad, but the first time I found it easier to just take them out and get them ready to roll. So that's all good. Let's not destroy this. This is all tangled up here. Somehow it got all the way back there. Yikes. Okay, let's try to unlatch that. There we go. Hold the phone. Let's put that back in. It's nice that it's an actual real chain. Okay, back in. Where's it going? It's like magic. That's up. Flip him up, which is cool. Now, with his arms, bring him down. Flip these legs up to his forearm. There's his hands. Do the same on the other side. There you go with that. The arms are ready to roll. Megazord head is poking out already. Want to be free. Open up his chest. Let's free him. Bring down the T-Rex head. Close up shop there. Let's bring in this. Now there's clips. Oh, you want to open up the clips here. See, lots of little clips. And those clips are going to clip into here. And then, make sure the T-Rex arms are all the way up and flat against his chest. Clip. Clop. Oh, no clopping. There we go. Clipped in. And all form the helmet. We get this guy situated, and we're good to go. Hey, before we move forward, quick Ultrazilla from the future here. I don't think at least I talked about, what I thought about this whole combination and transformation. I actually think that part is fine. Even going into tank mode and then into this mode, I actually like the way it comes together and it folds apart and comes out, and how everything kind of pegs together. I did complain about the little pegs. It is a complaint, but at the same time, I do like the process of getting him from one mode to the next. So, thumbs up there. Let's move on. Alright, so here he is, just about as vanilla as I could possibly make this guy. Kind of fits the whole length of my my viewfinder there, so there you go. That's about as tall as he's gonna be. And we're gonna accessorize him up. Obviously, the mastodon head becomes the mammoth shield here. Nothing really here to look at in this mode. It's just, it's just a mastodon head as always. And one of the biggest problems I have with this Megazord is the way he holds both of these. There is no, let's bring him closer. There is no way for this dude to hold this. I mean, there is, obviously. You're going to close up his hand just like so, and you're going to put that in here. But there's no grip really, even though it looks like there's grips. There's really nothing in there that's holding it in place. So it's I really would have preferred, and then you put the finger there to kind of lock it in, but you're not really locking it in. And it just it flops. So that's really disappointing. It should have been Masterpiece style for sure. And this is so heavy that the loose bicep swivel, he has a loose bicep swivel, just does that. That and even his elbow is not. I needed ratchets, dudes. I needed ratchets in both sections. Something that and that's not cool. Of course, he has his giant power sword, and this is a nice looking piece. Here's a little messy here. Let's take a little see if we could buff that out. Somewhat. It's very glossy, very chromy. It's got some nice gold on it. Nice design. It's pretty cool. And the handle is nice. It is a nice big sword, but he does have that same problem on this hand, except it's not this arm. You hear that? I feel like sounds like the ratchet is. Oh, there's no ratchet there, but I don't know. I heard a ratchet. I thought I heard a ratchet. So I guess not. But it's tighter on this side, both the swivel and the hinge. So and these guys like to come off on the back somewhat. Also, these guys don't turn into any like cannons. That's disappointing. That's a disappointing thing there. So, but that's him with the sword and his shield, and it's a nice look with them. That shield is huge, and I super appreciate that. You know, just standing there with the sword and shield, not having to pose him around, because let me tell you, this is the second take on here, and he, you know, easily fell over the first time. He's not very good with posing. Yeah, he's too heavy, you know, and yeah. But I'm gonna take this stuff away for now because it'll be easier to show you everything. Otherwise, I'm just pushing some stuff away. Let's bring this guy in. So, starting with the head. Head sculpt is really, really nice. It's good. It's Megazord, Daisugen. It's nice. I like it a lot. It's painted well. The white, the black, the eyes, nice and yellow. There is a seam line that goes right up the middle of his crest. That's a little bit annoying. You know, it is what it is, but there it is. It is there for sure. So, you know, not much I can do about that. It's just the way it's made, but I wish it wasn't there. He does have neck articulation there, but it's just a swivel. We'll do the articulation as we go. There's nothing in his chest, his waist there, no movement there at all. Got a nice chrome chest, which looks good. The yellow and blue here look good. These parts look good. Sculpt-wise, it's nice. I love how the mastodon becomes the shoulders and stuff, and they look good. Oh, okay, so the ratchets you were hearing before were in his shoulder, so you get him this way, which is good. You can get him outwards, which is good. That works well on both sides. Ah, I love that sound. Very nicely done. So his shoulder pads look good. I do have a little nick here, it looks like. No, it's not. Very good, thankfully. I love this. I love the design there. I do not like that they didn't give us some sort of covers. I know in Solar Chogokins, and this is like from like watching so many Rocket Punch Army reviews over the years, they always gave like little covers and stuff. I would have like definitely preferred some sort of covering for here, and there's little clips there. Would have been nice. Just cover this part. I don't mind it on this side because you get some nice looking, you know, metallic stuff going on there, you know. So, and that looks good. That looks like it's supposed to be like that. This, I don't know. Not as much. I just don't like it because it's deep like that. The hands, are articulated. You have a ball-jointed thumb and a hinge at the hands. He has elbow articulation and a swivel at the bicep. As we saw, can do this as well if you want to break his arm. It's not really broken, but you know, for some extra articulation, you can do that. The bottom here at his so-and-cold belt looks good. The blues, the silvers, the yellows, the red is a nice red. On the side, you get some nice hip skirts there. I dig that with the yellow and the red. It looks good. As far as articulation of his legs, his thighs ratcheted out that way, but they're very, very heavy, guys. Ratchets this way. I'd be scared that the ratchet's gonna break. Can't really go back at all. Swivel in his thighs are very loose because of how heavy these guys are, and this is very floppy, and I have had the legs come out a lot here, which isn't great. Articulation is really hard with his legs because of the way it is. Like, the knee articulation here is not so phenomenal. You do get some. As you can see, it just kind of goes back because it's super heavy. Yeah, that's not good. But the Saber-Tooth Tiger and the Triceratops look great as the leg. I love how the tails end up looking, and you know, it gives them like kind of nice looking knee pads. I mean, the design of the Megazord here is always been really cool. It looks good, you know. I mean, I've always been into it, and I mean, the thing that I loved about it when I first started seeing the show was that it just felt like live action Voltron, and I had no idea what Super Sentai was. Obviously, at that point, I was, you know, it was just into my teens, and I was just loving this. It was cool. Just everything about it. I just really liked it. It was live action Voltron. What else can I say? And this guy will always remind me of Voltron, and it's, you know, the nostalgia bit of it, and the fact that they followed up, you know, the Soul of Chogokin Voltron with Megazord is perfect timing. You know, it was a 1-2 punch that I think most people, I feel like most people my age probably have similar experiences because we, you know, grew up with Voltron, you know, in the 80s, and then in the early 90s, we get this, and, you know, we're not like super old yet, so I feel like a lot of us were like gravitated towards this show because of the same reason as I did. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong there, but that's how I've always felt. He just has a very similar aesthetic, and a lot of super robots do, of course. But I like it. I think it looks, you know, looks-wise, it looks really good. I really like how Saber-Tooth Tiger looks as a leg, and the Triceratops. As you can see, he's leaning back already. I feel like he's going to fall down. Just to show you the back here, just how the back all folds up. Really not that much to look at in the back, honestly. Just, you know, it's Ghibli, and it could be better. But, you know, looks-wise, it's good. Articulation is there. I mean, his head obviously can move down, but it could even be better and feel better because you're not really getting any super dynamic posing without like really making a lot of concessions and to it. So I mean, you know, you can, and then, you know, the mileage is going to vary about how loose this guy is per copy, obviously, but on mine, it's a little tough to deal with. Alright gang, let's do some size comparisons here. First off, here is the brand new Dragonzord. So you can see how much bigger the Megazord is than the Dragonzord. This is GX-72. And the reason why we're doing this all right now, besides, you know, hashtag Power Rangers Day. But I won't be going into more detail about this guy just yet. We will do combinations and whatnot in the Dragonzord review. So there you go. here is a Marvel Legends Hulkbuster. So you can see how big the Hulkbuster is actually compared to the Megazord there. And we're gonna bring in a Voltron. This is a Trendmasters Voltron. This is the plastic one, so you can see that this dude is bigger. We'll put him to the side here, and let's bring in a little guy. Whoa, okay. We have the SRC, the Super Robot Chogokin version. And if you give me a second here, all right. This is a nice little piece. Little floppy, but a nice piece. Here is the Legacy black and gold version of the Megazord. Now, I actually do not have the Legacy regular version. I got into the Legacy line a little bit later than that one, but I was able to score this dude. And yeah, I like this guy a lot. I'm not going to be doing like up and down all around comparisons between the two because it's black and gold and this is not, and I just don't want to do that. Dragonzord, expect a video between the Legacy and the Dragonzord, kind of like I did the Thanos video this past weekend. So a comparison video on top of a regular review. So there you go. But you can see these guys look pretty cool together, just about the same size. Not so with the Dragonzords. Spoiler. But there you go. This is really nice. I really love black and gold. I won't be getting the green and black version because this is the way to do it. This. Green and black is just a cash-in to... this is a cash-in too, obviously. But there's something really nice about this, you know. Let's give us black and gold version, then I'll be happy. Much happier. And the final size comparison that I'm gonna bring in is, ooh, he's a little leaning forward. Voltron here, Go Lion, GX-71, the one that preceded this one. So you can see, he's a little bit bigger. He's a little bit bigger. And unfortunately, the biggest problem I think that this guy had to get over was being the very next soul of Chogokin after this, which is absolutely my favorite toy in my entire collection, like hands down. So that's tough, and I mean, you hear it a lot from, and his thing, sorry, that's not locked. You hear it a lot from really even hardcore collectors of SOC that like, this dude is just perfection, and you know, this dude had a lot to live up for and live up to, and he definitely doesn't hit that mark. Besides, you know, he's cool, but he doesn't quite hit that mark. Oh my god, and yeah, oh boy, he's so heavy. So there you go, guys. That's my size comparisons, and you know, let's give you some final thoughts here. You know, I really like the Zords. They're super, super, super charming. And I am like ultra tempted in keeping them that way. I think looks wise, you know, again, it looks good, but he's, you know, the thing with Megazord here, Daisugen, is you really want to be able to pose him with everything because, you know, the Mastodon head, you know, is represented as well, you know, with the other Zords, and it's just the way they made the hands and the way, you know, this is just super floppy. You know, you just can't do it. It's because it's fine without it. It's loose, but it's fine enough without it. You know. But that's unfortunate. You really want to be able to have him hold that pretty much all the time, and just like even this one's a little bit loose, not as much. I just don't like that there was no, like, you know, Masterpiece Transformer style like grip there to hold it in place and make it look cool. And just posing is very not easy with this guy because of you know, the general floppiness and the way the connections are in his legs, it's tough. It's tough to keep him in place. The tank mode's a mess, like I said, in that one, but, you know, you really hope this guy was a little more solid. I mean, bringing this guy again, he is floppy, but I don't feel like anything's falling out. I feel like the grips are, like, very grippy, and as well as Voltron. I'm not gonna start shaking that one around. But yeah, this guy, you know, he looks good. He looks the part. That's for sure. I will totally say that he looks the part. But you know, he's got too many issues in Megazord mode here that, you know, I can't. You know, like, he looks the part, but he's got too many issues, you know, like, in this mode. It's unfortunate. It is. But, yeah, I mean, look at him. He's bulky, and I like a nice, bulky Megazord. It's very show accurate, in my opinion, in those terms, but, yeah, it's a little bit of a disappointment. I think, you know, like, the thing I was, like, saying at the beginning was this guy didn't make last year's tops list because I really didn't give it enough attention, and when I did give it attention a little bit, I just was a little disappointed, so I didn't play with it too much. And now playing with it a lot now, it's just like, he's a bit frustrating, you know? So it is what it is. Alright, and that is my review. But the Zords themselves, love all of them. I love 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 them. And most likely, I might be displaying them like that. Odd, right? But there you go, guys. That is my review. Hope you dug it. Please tune in and watch my Dragon Zord review at some point tomorrow. And then we will be doing a Dragon Zord comparison video with the Legacy version. So hope you dig those. Have yourself a rest of a great Power Rangers day. Hope you had a great time today. And if you could please like, comment, click the bell to get notified of all my videos. Till next time, peace out, peeps.